A very good morning, class 12th. Today, after completing with our topic that is incomplete dominance and codominance, today I have taken to another topic that is multiple alleles as well as pleiotropy. We will discuss about their definitions as well as with the examples. So let's see that what is multiple allelism. See, multiple allelism, as you know, the as just look at its name, multiple, many, and alleles, right? One gene have, we know that usually it has two alleles. Now here it means multiple alleles means now we have to talk about more than two alleles in this phenomena. So what do you mean by multiple allelism? Means more than two alleles for one gene for a particular phenotype. मीन्स एक पर्टिकुलर जो एक्सप्रेशन है, कोई ट्रेट है, कोई करेक्टर है, उसको कंट्रोल कौन कर रहा है? जीन एक है बट उसके कितने एलील्स हैं? मोर दैन two alleles. It can be three, it can be four, right? Here I am taking example of three alleles, that is our blood group. In our last lecture I also discussed blood group in little bit detail. So here we have to quote when we discuss about multiple allelism, that the best example you can quote is our blood group. Now we know that our blood group is controlled by three alleles, right? Here is the gene. What are there are IA, IB and IO, and if specifically I talk about IA, IB, they are the dominant genes, and I not, or sometime it is written as small I also, they are the recessive one. If a person with the genotype IAIA, he or she will have A blood group. If it will be IAI0, then again it will have O, because this one is recessive, and we know that recessive, they do not express themselves. If it is B, then IB will be B blood group. IB, or I know that I0, that will be again B blood group. IAIB, that blood group will be AB. I0, the blood group will be O, because we know that when two recessive genes they come together, then they can express. So these are recessive, so when they are together, then they form the O blood group. Now if your blood group is IA, then on RBC कौन सा एंटीजन आपको दिखेगा? दैट इज ए एंटीजन. अगर आपका ब्लड ग्रुप बी है तो आपको कौन सा एंटीजन RBC पे दिखेगा? बी. अगर मैं एंटीबॉडी पूछूं, देन इट विल बी producing anti-B and it will produce anti-A antibodies. Clear? ये हमने we discussed this thing in our last lecture. Now how many phenotype and genotype will be produced? As you can see now, how many phenotypes? Phenotype are A, B, AB and O. So how many phenotypes? 4 phenotypes. But how many genotypes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? It can be. So here, how many from out of these, how many, if we talk about ABO blood group, so how many phenotypes they are possible? 4 phenotype possible. It either you can have A blood group, or you can have AB blood group, or you can have B blood group, or you can have O blood group, है ना? So 6 genotype मतलब if it can be IAIA, or it can be IAI0, it can be IBIB, or it can be IBI0, then it can be IAIB, and if it is your O blood group, so this genotype is possible. So 6 genotypes. Now the next, if we take the example of blood group, then suppose the case 1, father has blood group A, mother has blood group B. Now what can you think in this kind of situation? Father can have blood group A, then one situation is this, and the another situation can be IA. But here in case 1 I am taking IA I0, and here in with if mother is B, then same IB I0 or I0, you can say anything. So here, as these are the gametes, we have written these gametes here, and these gametes, they are written on the this line. So once you cross it with the Punnett square, that is IA, IB, IB, I0, IA, I0, I0, I0. Now, how many chances of AB blood group? Out of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, out of 4, only one chance out of 4 to have AB blood group, means 25% chances of each blood group. Here will be B blood group, here will be A blood group, here it can have O blood group. So 25% chances of offspring to have every blood group, if this is the case, if the genotype is IA, I0, right? But there can be second case also, both are the homozygous, IA, IA, IB, IB, right? In this case, it will be only possibility of having AB blood group. So offspring have 100% chances of AB blood group. So whenever you solve these kind of question, you have to be very particular that what is given in your question, that it is homozygous condition or is it heterozygous condition. Now next, the phenomenon is pleiotropy. Pleiotropy is the phenomenon in which a single gene shows multiple phenotypic expression. Means a single gene not only control its one character, it is responsible for more than one character. Other characters also it can show. जैसे अगर हम tall, हमने बात किया था कि tall की gene है, तो it will show tall and dwarf only, right? Tall, or you can say simply height gene. It will show either tall or dwarf. But here one single gene can show other characters other than the height also. It can be responsible for flower position, it can be responsible for color also. This kind of phenomenon is called pleiotropy, जिसमें single gene can show many phenotypic expression. One gene control more than one character or trait. So these genes, these kind of genes are known as pleiotropic genes. Now here we will quote example, that is sickle cell anemia. Even in your exam you can definitely write down this example if pleiotropy comes. That's what is sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia means hemoglobin deficiency. Sickle cell means who carry hemoglobin, RBC. सो इट आपको थोड़ा सा आउटलुक क्लियर हो गया है कि हम RBC की बात करने वाले हैं, RBC की शेप के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं, राइट? So what is happening in hemoglobin? Hemoglobin has two chains, 2 alpha, 2 beta, right? 4 chains, इसमें से 2 are alpha, 2 are beta. These polypeptide chains are normally, in normal hemoglobin, these chains are present, 2 alpha, 2 beta. But in one of the beta chain, means there are 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains. But what happened in sickle cell anemia, that in one of beta chain, there is a point mutation. So point mutation क्या होती है? I will tell you. There is point mutation, and this disease, it is autosomal recessive disorder. First thing, it is recessive disorder. Second thing, it is not chromosomal, it is autosomal. That we will discuss once we will reach to the topic, that is chromosomal and autosomal disorders. Right now I am not going to concentrate on this. The point to concentrate is on point mutation, right? So what happened here is that in one of beta chain there is point mutation. First, see, in normal hemoglobin, this is a polypeptide chain, right? This is a polypeptide chain, because when many amino acids join करते हैं, तो किससे join करते हैं? With the peptide bond. So this is a polypeptide chain. First position valine, then histidine, then leucine, threonine, fifth position proline, sixth position glutamic acid, and then seventh is also glutamic acid. Point mutation होती है कि single place at a single place there is mutation, means there is some change. एक सिंगल जगह पे यहाँ पे चेंज ऑब्जर्व होता है. सो सेम पॉइंट म्यूटेशन इज ऑब्जर्व्ड एट 6th पोजीशन ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन्स बीटा chain, right? Hemoglobin's one of the beta chain, there is a change in the 6th position. Here glutamic acid is replaced by another amino acid. अब ध्यान से देखो, जो हमारी सीक्वेंस है वो ये है. अब यहाँ पे glutamic acid replace हो गया, तो it means it going to show some change in the shape. So in normal hemoglobin, this is the situation. When glutamic acid is replaced by another amino acid, that is valine. So on 6th position there was glutamic acid, but if there is a point mutation, now here on the 6th position there is valine. So mutation because happens only one point. एक ही पॉइंट पे है, ना तो फर्स्ट पे है, ना सेकंड पे है, ना थर्ड पे, ना फोर्थ पे. ओनली देयर इज वन पॉइंट, देयर इज द म्यूटेशन. दैट इज वाई दिस म्यूटेशन इज कॉल्ड पॉइंट mutation, and change is observed at 6th position of beta chain. Glutamic acid is replaced by valine, right? So if glutamic acid is replaced by valine, what changes are observed? First change, structure of hemoglobin changes. If structure of hemoglobin changes, it is not able to carry same number of hemoglobin molecule. So change, that is one thing, means same number of hemoglobin is not carried by the not carried after change. Then there is change in shape of RBC. Due to change in shape of RBC, you can say that hemoglobin cannot be carried out with the same number. So here the normal shape of hemoglobin is usually in the starting it is little round, but in the mature form it is little biconcave. So it is biconcave, round, circular disc like structure in normal RBCs, right? Normal RBCs have this kind of shape, round, biconcave, circular. But due to point mutation, there is a sickle cell shape. Now as you can imagine that this shape and this shape, hemoglobin carrying capacity, or the oxygen carrying capacity changes. So because these carries the oxygen, so due to this shape, oxygen carrying capacity of RBC that decreases. And HB, what is the genotype? HBS. HB क्यों लिखा है हमने? Because it is the change in the hemoglobin. Structure of hemoglobin changes हो जाता है इसमें. The anemia is related with the hemoglobin. So that is why genotype also we start with HB. HBS अगर लिखा होगा, it means this is responsible for sickle cell anemia. अगर HBA लिखा है तो that is a normal genotype और it is a normal hemoglobin जीन. बट अगर आपकी जीन पे एस लिखा है, दैट मीन्स इट इज सिकल सेल एनीमिया जीन, राइट? HBS इज फॉर सिकल सेल एनीमिया. नाउ पॉसिबल जीनोटाइप क्या हो सकते हैं? या तो आपका HB बिल्कुल करेक्ट है. सो फॉर नॉर्मल हीमोग्लोबिन द जीनोटाइप विल बी HBA. इफ जीनोटाइप इज HBA, HBS. अब इसको हम बोलते हैं कि दिस काइंड ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन इज नाउ 50% नॉर्मल है, 50% डिफेक्टेड है. जब 50% कंडीशन ये वाली है, दैट इज 50% नॉर्मल, 50% defected, in this kind of situation the person will survive but with some defects because it has the sickle cell hemoglobin also. Now if the condition is only HBS means all genes are mutated, so the RBC will be sickle shaped, so individual will not survive in this case. carry if it is only having carrier, that is HBA, HBS, one allele it is carrying, the individual will survive. But in this case, individual will not survive at all. If the condition is HBA, HBS, these one property of this gene is that these individuals, they are resistant to malaria. Means malaria इन पे कभी भी इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा. इफ देयर इज अ मलेरियल अटैक ऑल्सो, देन द बिकॉज पैरासाइट जो है इट कैन नॉट लिव इन डिस्टॉर्टेड आरबीसी. डिस्टॉर्टेड आरबीसी वो आरबीसी जिसकी शेप चेंज हो गई हो, उस आरबीसी में मलेरिया कैन नॉट, मलेरिया का जो पैरासाइट है बेसिकली इट कैन नॉट सर्वाइव, राइट. सो दैट इज़ वाई यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि दिस जीन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर hemoglobin also, and this gene is also resistant to malaria. Malaria as malaria it cannot attack on the, or because these type of genotypes. लास्ट एग्जाम्पल जो हमारी एनसीईआरटी में दी है दैट इज़ फिनाइल कीटोन यूरिया. फिनाइल कीटोन यूरिया देयर इज़ वन जीन एक्चुअली विच कोड फॉर एंजाइम फिनाइल एलानिन hydroxylase, phenylalanine hydroxylase. Once this gene is coding for this enzyme, once there will be mutation in this gene, it can cause mental retardation, it can cause reduction in hair and skin pigmentation in the affected individual. So you can imagine that a person who is suffering from who is having phenylketonuria type of disorder, and because there is a mutation in the gene which code for phenylalanine hydroxylase. phenylketonuria कब होता है? जब phenylalanine hydroxylase पूरी तरह से नहीं बनता है. इस जीन के म्यूटेशन के साथ साथ हाइड्रोक्सीलेज तो बनेगा ही नहीं, बट person will also occur from mental retardation as well as there will be reduction in the hair as well as skin color or the skin pigmentation in the affected इंडिविजुअल. सो एक सिंगल जीन है जो इस एंजाइम को कोड कर रही है जिसकी वजह से फिनाइल कीटोन्यूरिया होता है, बट वो इस एंजाइम को कोड करने के साथ साथ इट ऑल्सो कॉजिंग मेंटल रिटार्डेशन एज वेल एज अफेक्टिंग ऑन द हेयर एंड स्किन कलर. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ कंडीशंस दे आर नोन एज प्लियोट्रॉपी एंड दिस जीन दे आर नोन एज प्लियोट्रॉपिक जीन. मतलब एक सिंगल जीन है बट इज शोइंग द मैनी फिनोटिपिक characters or affecting the individual. This is about pleiotropy and multiple alleles. In next my video I'm going to discuss about polygenic inheritance as well as about the epistasis, right? Till then, take care and have a very good day.